Hi guys, how are you? My name is Charlie. Today I will present you a conversation in the birthday with my partner Bob Cisneros and myself. The purpose of this activity is for the students to perform in their social, cultural, of the way in which they are motivated and lose the fear of speaking or expressing themselves in a conversation in English. Okay? I would like a little introduction in this sense of future. I am very satisfied with the professionalism in Unives. There is nothing else to ask as a teacher. I would like to congratulate you on the principle of ethics professionalism. You can mean the news of the community and you can mean the needs of the contribute to common good. For this, I would like to give some tips, a conversation for an English class, okay? Number one, use some modal verb, okay? To give advice in English, they are two modal verbs and that are almost always use show and go out to, okay? The two mean the same thing, but they are not used the same. Here are two examples, okay? One, you should do more. For a while, I am the teaching environment. I would like to give in this introduction. For example, teaches a task that signifies the person of a teaching capable of providing students with in the possibility of learning first order importance. Okay, the students those not learn alone will also with a self structure activity of one in the middle of the influence of others, and therefore learning is in activity or reconstruction of the genealogy of a culture in this world. The central role of the teacher as a mediator intermediary between the contents of learning of constructive activities that the students deploy to a simulative team. While recognize ensures that you will have the opportunity to make a personalized experiences with the collaboration rhythm of the which is a great success for the global collaboration and work. And the teacher has the facilitator between the student and learning must be prepared for the labor dimension that performs the different. The result obtained depends on the efficiency employed. Okay, the student needs to learn a problem resolution, analyze reality critically, and transform it. To learn to think, learn to do, learn to be, learn to live, and learn to discover a person. Knowledge, interesting and motivating.
Okay, first we have the question, what is micro teaching? Well, first of all, uh, As you become a teacher, how do you know that you're teaching well? How do you know that you're doing the right things, that you're using the right methodology, the right strategies, approaches, etc.? Right? How do you know that you're keeping time correctly? Uh, a lot of us tend to think that we can do it on our own, and you know, pride starts to kick in. So uh, it's not about that. It's not about us. If I'm the best, I want to be the best teacher. I want to prove it to the people around. No, what it is, micro teaching. What it does is help us, brings us back down to reality, right? We make mistakes. We're humans. We don't remember everything. Sometimes we get nervous, especially when somebody's observing us. I've been observed several times. So micro teaching helps us to see where we need to improve. Us as teachers, personally, we don't want. uh, Again, we don't want to be. How do you say that? Too proud, right? We want to be humble. We want to learn. We want to continue growing, and our colleagues can help us do that. Again, sometimes we can't see it on our own, so we need help. Uh, that's why the importance of feedback, good feedback from our colleagues. So don't be afraid of micro teaching. Go ahead and do all the mistakes that you can so you can learn from them. Thanks.
Hi, Bobby. How are you?
Hi, Charlie. I'm fine.
I hear you moved to Durango.
I did. I started my studies here at the university last year, so I decided to move. How about you?
I am working in my mother's office now in Mexico City.
Oh, that's great. Do you like it?
Well, that's fine. I prefer to work on something related to my passion and my career.
Really? What's that?
Teaching in English. I want to open my own tour wide business. You know that always love speaking.
Oh my God, yeah, that's excellent.
I remember that trip 3 years ago to Chicago when I started learning English. In a way, in the series, do not it and would like to impart it to 4 years and
I'm not complaining. I practice something similar to your career. I do the same.
who is your life there in Durango?
Well, what I do is I dedicate myself to the training of people to acquire new languages as in English, a language as English. But my vision is different.
Wow, I did something similar. I will be a father. Tell me what you practice there in the.
Good.
Wow, that's great for your future life.
Seriously? I do not want to imagine what it would be like if I were there. Yeah, I've never been to the DF, so.
Do not hesitate, my friend. And how are you doing in the?
Well, every day there's fewer schools, but more business.
That's a strange thing. Do not you think?
Yeah, I've planned moving to another place. I'm thinking somewhere where there's more school, more demand of us as teachers.
That would be a good thing for you, in my opinion.
Maybe, but first I have.
Well, I think that will be good. I will do the same if it.
But first I have to talk to my family, see if they want to move with me.
It's great. I hope you visit.
You know what? I hope someday we can see each other. I've never been to the capital, and I hope we can see each other there. We can coincide in time.
Okay, it's perfect to also about you. I hope we consider in the visit, and we, the museums and new amusement.
Right, man. It's great. And don't forget, write to me, or at least on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay, it's perfect. Okay, friend, I hope your family is well, and we continue to talk. Okay.
And tell me how you guys are doing, you and your family.
Thank you, Bobby. See you.
All right, man. Actually, it was great chatting with you. All right, man. Greetings. See you. All right, Charlie. Hopefully this can help. I'm sending you the two videos. The first one with uh, uh, what micro teaching is, and this one here for us. Uh, if there's anything that we need to change in the video, let me know.
Very good, Bobby. Good job. Was a pleasure to work with you. I hope we keep in touch. Thanks, man. Goodbye.
Stop being this high school dropout. Stop giving up. Stop sleeping on the streets. Stop walking up and down Finkel Avenue like you ain't got nothing, and get your GED. Stop being afraid to take a test. Stop being afraid to go to college because your daddy didn't go and your mama didn't go. I don't do well in math. You're right. You ain't never studied. I'm not good in writing because you have never written before. You can't get through a writing class and you got tutor after tutor, resource after resource. The problem is you ain't never felt no pain before. You're soft. It's a soft generation. You quit on everything. You have to give it everything you got. No more TV, no more parties, no more playing. If you don't have a 4.0, what you need to be doing is studying. You a sophomore, you like, I'm just a sophomore, or I'm just a freshman. Like I got time, to put it in another year. But you don't realize this, that the opportunity that you need is in your sophomore year. It's not in your senior year. Listen to me, you're running out of time. The next time you give a low effort, right? You give it 70% or 50% or 30%. I want you to think about what you're thinking about when your effort is low. And you're probably thinking, I got to versus I get to. Listen to me. If your effort is low, you're probably not thinking about the opportunity. You're probably thinking about the obligation. Because success is allergic to average. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Success and average don't have nothing to do with each other. So you can't say you want to be successful. You can't say there's certain dreams and goals. There are things you want to have and things you want to be if you are still average. You got to get to the point where you get allergic to average. You don't think average. You don't perform average. Success and average have absolutely nothing to do with each other. That's what I'm telling you. Your teacher can't stand average. Nobody really likes average. And the problem with a lot of you is you're not allergic to average, all right? You got to do me a huge favor, man. You lying to yourself. On one point, you said you want to be great. You want to do great things. You want to have greatness. You want to be great. Listen to me. But on the other hand, for real, you comfortable with average. You cannot be average any longer. Why? Because average attracts average. When I'm telling you to be great, because when you're great, you attract great. When you're average, you attract average. So I need you to do me a favor. I need you to get off average, right? I need you to get off average. You ain't got to rely on nobody to get off average but you. I don't care what nobody else in your family is doing. I don't care what your teacher doing. I don't care what's going on in your school, what kind of school you have, what kind of job you have. Just because the people are average around you don't mean you got to be average. You either here or you're there. There's no middle ground. And so what I'm telling you is that you can't count the cost. When you want something bad, you can't count the cost, because if you count the cost and you see how much it costs, you might quit, you might give up. So you got to go in knowing that I don't count the cost. I do as many push-ups as it takes, as many sit-ups as it takes, as many reps as it takes. I study as long as it takes. I pay whatever the price is. Why? Because if I start counting the cost, I might quit, I might give up, I might surrender. Don't count the cost. You don't count the cost on this one. You don't count the cost on this one. You don't count the cost on this one. You just do what you got to do on this one, and then you look back when it's all over and you see the rewards. You look back and you see the accomplishments. You don't count it. You just look back and you see that you succeeded. Everybody got a dream. Everybody got a goal. What's the gap? If everybody got one, if everybody wake up at the beginning of the year and said this is their year, then why is it some people's year and not other people's year? You know why? I said it before. It don't got nothing to do with your dreams and goals. Everybody got a dream. Everybody got a goal. The question is, when you wake up in the morning, what effort are you putting forth? Everybody with a dream and a goal ain't giving 120. And some people might be giving it on Monday, but they ain't giving it on Tuesday. And some people giving it 127 days of the week, 365 days. I want you to work on your mind. For real, education is the most important thing in your life. I didn't say degrees. I'm not just talking about going to school and get a degree. I'm talking about getting knowledge. Knowledge is power. Information changes situations.